Listen, Nature Boy, I approve, but I'm sure you're going to be approving of this next recipe. Let me tell you, if you've ever wanted to make strawberry jam from scratch, everybody, Chef Clem is here to share the secrets on how to do so. Never in my life did I think that I would learn how to make strawberry jam from scratch.
Well, you know, this thing that my family does if we go strawberry picking, like, you know, it's a thing, we do it every year. But then we come on with these buckets of strawberries, and then what do you do with it? And right now at Woolies, the strawberries are at their best, it's in season, they are smelling so amazing. You can always tell that like a strawberry is really like at its best when you smell it. Yes, the color also, but sometimes a strawberry that's not as like vibrantly red will trick you, and it actually is extremely potently like strawberry.
So I'm supposed to smell like strawberry?
You can smell, like, you know that artificial strawberries smell like from milkshakes? It's weird because strawberry actually smells like that. It's that, like, Mother Nature made this?
Yes, yeah.
It's crazy, it's really delicious. So the one thing is, like I said, it's in season right now, so you're gonna get like a whole lot, but then what do you do when it starts like getting a little softer, or you just have it abundant, you know, you're not gonna finish it in a week? Make a strawberry jam. It's really, really great, and it's simple to make.
How simple? Because your simple and my simple, two different simples, Chef Clem.
No, this is actually, it's not even a recipe. It's not even a recipe. So you get a pot, and then you're just gonna like you always take the little greeny bits off the top. And then the one thing about your strawberries is because you're gonna preserve it, just give them a quick little rinse, still on the top, and then halve them, quarter them, and then get them in a pot. You can halve them and quarter them, but I like some that are whole. So while you're busy eating a jam that's all kind of like broken up pieces, you just end up getting one big one. It's for a bit of texture. So get that in there. Just split them.
You know why I like this as well? Because you actually know what's going into your jam. Because so many times you buy things from the store and you don't know like what colorant is going in. So this way you can control and make it as natural as possible.
Exactly, and you don't need to add all those extra things when you're using a top quality ingredient like we are right now from Woolies. We know that these strawberries are at their best, they're beautiful, the color's all natural and it's gonna come through in your jam. So you get your strawberries in there and hit it with a bit of sugar. The sugar is essential because the sugar is what, number one, preserves the strawberries. That's the actual jam, because jams are called preserves. So get that sugar in there. And the sugar also brings out the flavor of your strawberries. That's why you hit it with a little bit of lemon juice as well, because we know the acid brings out flavor. And as soon as we do that, salt.
What is it? Oh, salt.
Salt.
Yes.
Salt is really great because, like, again, everything we're adding to this brings out the flavor of our jam. So, you know, let this kind of like just simmer a little bit. The sugar's gonna start melting, the strawberries are gonna soften. I like hitting with a little bit of water just to help that the sugars start breaking down a little more. So you can completely go crazy with your strawberries or whatever you got left, pack them in them, pack them in the pot, let it cook down until it comes like really broken down. You use your masher or fork just to kind of break it down a little more. But like I said, I like it chunky. Do you like smooth jam?
I like it chunky because I want to feel like have a texture, especially when I'm going to putting on bread or something like that. You want to have different like textures in your mouth.
And we're talking about strawberries, but you can do this with any other seasonal fruit. Like my favorite jam of all time is apricot jam. Like, for sure. I think it's because I know I can use it for so many savory dishes as well. That's why.
I was just going to ask now, does this method then apply for every other jam that you were making, whether it be apricot, watermelon jam, or confit?
Yeah, it's that addition of the sugar that's going to preserve the fruit, and then just the slow cooking to break it down. So it actually comes up beautiful like this. And literally what happens after a little bit of cooking, this is it, guys. This is not out of the can. We made that. 100% we made that, and now I'm going to use it again because I want to make a peanut butter and jam sandwich.
Oh, are we going old school? Is it?
I mean, survivors and chokers, right?
Like, you know.
Or chokers and survivors.
Chokers and survivors.
But this one, with this method, you'll not be surviving, you're going to be 100% thriving. Because peanut butter and jam is really, really great. And that's what I love about cooking. You take a very simple recipe, you do one extra step, and it becomes something completely crazy. So we're going to toast our peanut butter and jam in ghee. You're like, what?
This is a whole new level.
Okay, so we know what ghee is. Ghee is a clarified butter, which means that normally when you cook with butter, the butter ends up burning when it's a high heat. But because we've clarified it, you can actually handle that heat. So we're getting all that intense butter flavor, and it's a little salty. So we got peanut butter, and this is a sugar-free, salt-free peanut butter because I got the sweetness coming through from the jam, and then the extra salt's coming through from the ghee.
Why am I excited for this peanut butter sandwich? Were you the, you know, like on primary school, they were giving out like peanut butter and jam sandwiches, and I never used to go stand there because like I was just like, no, I'll wait for the soup or for the milkshake. But now I feel like if Chef Clem was actually the cook or the chef at our primary school, I would go stand in line for
it. Would have been next level, honestly. It would have been. Because it's just, like I said, it's so simple. Peanut butter and jam sandwiches, we know it. But one little thing It's amazing. So I would actually, I didn't get peanut butter and jam sandwiches to school because the choking and surviving thing is real. So what I did, I would just bring my sandwiches home from school and then toast it. So I'd keep it the whole day and then toast it when I get home.
You were a chef from like primary school days already, because I didn't even think of that. I was just like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna take it home because my mom is gonna know that I didn't eat her bread, and I was taking the bread from the school, so don't do that, don't do that.
No, the rule is you're supposed to swap it out. Swapsies, you can't just like not. Okay, no judging in the kitchen today. Okay, so put the extra ghee goes in there, and it's gonna start toasting beautifully. So what happens when that heat hits the pan, the jam starts softening again. The peanut butter, because there's fat in there, the peanut butter starts softening, so it goes extremely ooey gooey and delicious. That crust forms on the outside of your bread. If you want it to be next level peanut butter and jam, what you do is you dip it in a French toast batter, and then into some cornflakes that are crushed up, and then you fry it. So then you got the peanut butter, you got the jam, you got the toasted bread, you got the egginess, and you got the cornflakes that have toasted. I'm just getting you ready for the weekend because South Africa, it's going to be cold. I don't want you out in the streets. This is what you need to be doing this weekend so you can stay home, keep warm. Try it. I promise you. Once you try this peanut butter and jam sandwich, it's over. It's over.
You heard Chef Clem. He doesn't want you out in the streets, everybody, so you definitely want to try this recipe. Okay, now for the cutting part. Just
crunch.
Cut.
You got that crunch. And everything's ooey, gooey, and delicious inside. This peanut butter and jams went to the same school as Clem, that same private school. This is amazing. This is what you need to be having this morning, honestly.
Me, Chef Clem, I want to stand in the line, please.
And Clem will send you the other half because it's your birthday.
Definitely, we definitely will. Well, of course, if you missed out on any of these steps, don't worry, you can get the full recipe on our website, expressoshow.com. Chef Clem, chokers and survivors that went to private school. You're welcome.